Both the trailers for Ironheart and Superman dropped today. We're going to do a reaction talking about these trailers, which one we think is going to do better. I think we already know the answer.
Oh, yeah.
To that one. And we're going to take a look at the upvotes versus the downvotes. We're going to look at the comments, which are very interesting, especially on one of these trailers, and more on this episode of Clownfish TV. So please stick around, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And if you subscribe, you'll get a woohoo.
Woohoo.
There you go. So I don't know if Disney's going to be having a lot of woohoos after dropping the Ironheart trailer. It's not going so well for them. So we're recording this in the afternoon, and it's been out for 6 hours. Now, look, 2.2 million views, 6 hours. For Marvel, that's pretty damn good, right? But the upvotes to downvotes are pretty much right down the middle. 113 up to 91 down, and I expect
honestly, I expected it to be more down.
It's going to. Just give it time. Just give it time. Actually, if I hit refresh, well, because this has been up for a while. Let's see. Yeah, we're now 93. Yeah. So review bombing, guys. Review bombing. So we're gonna talk about that compared to Superman, which has been up for 3 hours, has about the same amount of views, and looks like people like this one. It's 240,000 to 6.3. It's going up again in real time.
I honestly, I didn't watch the Ironheart one because I didn't care. I saw the Superman one. Again, I have to wait and see like the movie in theaters. If they hurt crypto, I'm not going at all. But I have to see the movie in theaters to see if it's crap or not. I think it looks, to me, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. But again, I'm well aware they might, throw crap in there. It ruins it when we get there.
They're going to throw crap. I got to tell you, I was cautiously optimistic before. So we're talking about Superman first. We'll talk about Superman first. I like the Superman trailer. I know it's not the Snyderverse, and I know people who like the Snyderverse are going to get mad, and people who like Henry Cavill are going to get mad, and that's okay. I liked Henry Cavill's Superman too.
I liked Henry Cavill.
You liked Henry Cavill.
That's all. That's the sentence. I liked Henry Cavill.
And he's great, but we're not getting that back. So I'm looking at this like, okay, as a comic book fan, what do I think? And it got me pretty pumped. I mean, it feels like a Superman comic. It looks like a Superman comic. It feels hopeful. They definitely got Clark Kent and Lois Lane right. I mean, they really got them right, and they got the dynamic right. And it's nice to see them together. It's not like another Superman origin story, right? Like we've had that so many times. And I think they're kind of going the same route that we went with Spider-Man in the MCU, where it's like, yeah, everybody knows Peter Parker bitten by a spider powers, yada, yada, yada. Let's just cut to the chase. And it feels like they're doing that with Superman. Like, yeah, Superman's a thing. We already know the story. We've seen it a couple of times already. Let's just, throw him into a situation.
Well, yeah, especially when she's starting out, like she's going to interview him knowing he's Superman. So.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. But then it turned into either dating or married, and this one turned into a spat. And you can kind of see where your workplace demands sort of bleed over into your personal life a little bit. So that's relatable, even if he's Superman. But no, I actually liked it. I'm more excited about this now than I am Fantastic Four. Actually, the Fantastic Four trailer dampened my excitement for that movie, and I was actually super excited about that. Well, not super excited, but
you were much more excited about it.
I was much more excited about Fantastic Four based on the look of it, right? Like, I'm like, okay, maybe they'll get this one right. And then I saw that second trailer, and I saw Silver Surfer, and I'm like, nah, I'm not liking this. I'm not getting the vibes I wanted from it. This one, I'm like, wow, this was a hell of a lot better than I expected it to be.
But you're going to get a lot of people who are still not, they don't like it. And that's fine.
And that's fine.
If you not like it, that's completely cool.
I'm okay with that. The difference on this channel since day one has always been you are allowed to like or not like things that we like or don't like.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, we're not going to like sit there and say you're, unless you're out there being a butt and acting like a child, we're not going to say anything to you. We only speak up when someone's out there like aggressively bullying people for disagreeing with them. You're allowed to like it. You're allowed not to like it. Who cares? You know what? You can do what you do. You. That's completely fine. We understand. I get why people might not like this.
Yeah, I totally get it too. I mean, I've got some concern. The biggest concern I have with Superman really is the amount of characters in it. And it does feel like a CW show in that regard. You know, do we need Hot Girl in Superman? do we need Mr. Terrific? I mean, Nathan Fillion's always a good thing, but he looks a little off.
Not with that haircut. No.
Well, they're trying to get
the haircut was a mistake.
Haircut from the comics, but yeah, it doesn't really work in live action. But you know, I mean, we'll see, and it might be a disaster, right? But the point of a trailer is to get you excited to actually want to see the movie, and I actually want to see the movie. But I also saw the Last Jedi trailer and thought that looked good too. So
I didn't think it looked good, but you know,
I was like, okay, I'm interested. I'm interested in this, and then
yeah, they definitely baited and switched on that one. But anyway.
All right, so that's we'll go into the comments here on both of these. So that was Superman. You didn't watch Ironheart. You're not missing much. The thing about Ironheart, for me, I watched it and I'm like, and people brought this up in the comments. They're like, why is it every time we have black people in Marvel, we got to play rap music? Like what's
I know, right?
You know, it's like, come on. But also it doesn't look fun at all. Like it looks like it's compared to Ms. Marvel, and I was kind of expecting the same kind of a tone with it. This one looks like it takes itself entirely too seriously. And I'm over Marvel. I have zero interest in watching. None whatsoever.
Zero. I probably won't watch it either.
So then what'll happen is everybody's racist. Everybody's hateful bigot.
No, they can't call me that. I'm a ginger. I am basically the same thing.
According to TikTok, you are
we're the same thing. So I am not a racist if I don't watch it.
So yeah, nothing about this to me looked fun. There were a couple of jokes, but they weren't great.
There's a Hamilton guy in like every stinking movie. If there's like a character, it has to be like the
Hamilton
POC
guy. I don't even know his name. Yeah,
I don't remember his name either, but I know he's in Hamilton. He's like in like Transformers, everything else. It's like you put him in.
Yeah, he was. Now he actually wasn't bad. He wasn't bad, and I don't like Rise of the Beast that much, but he wasn't bad in that movie.
I don't think he's bad. I'm just saying I think it's funny that he's like it's kind of like in the level of Pedro Pascal.
I was just thinking he's like Pedro Pascal, you know? Light. Yeah, because but yeah, he's in this too. I just don't. I don't care. Like, I don't want to see a replacement Tony Stark. I didn't want a replacement for Tony Stark in the comics. A lot of people didn't, and this is what keeps coming up is why in the hell would you pick the least popular era of Marvel Comics and start making all your Disney Plus shows based on like the last 5 to 8 years?
I don't know.
Like, you've got decades of amazing stories to choose from, better stories to choose from. And we're going to go back and be like, 2017 Marvel, that's the ticket. All the crap that nobody liked in 2017 that led to sales cratering and the industry's never fully recovered from that. Yeah, let's go back and do that.
It doesn't make any sense to me either.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll have its audience. I'm not going to be among the people watching this one. I don't care. I don't even care enough to watch it, to hate on it. Most of the Disney Plus shows now, whether it's this or Star Wars or whatever, I'm so checked out. I don't really care. I have no obligation. Why do I have to watch it?
You don't. That's just it. You used people who felt obligated to do it. Now people just realize they don't have to.
I will watch the things I want to watch. And look, this is a trailer reaction. If I were actually a critic, and that's what we did here, and I would go through and have to consume every piece of media and then tell you my thoughts on it, there's no winning that either, right? Because if I watched it and said, yeah, this is dog shit, people would be like, well, why'd you give it hate views? Why'd you watch it just to bash it?
You can't win.
You cannot win. So I'm telling you, as a consumer, I'm looking at the trailer for this and other things, and I'm making a decision based on whether or not I want to spend my time with Riri Williams, and I don't want to spend my time with Riri Williams. It just does not look like a fun show. Now, Ms. Marvel, the trailer, I gotta be honest, I just kept kind of forgetting about it, but the trailer actually made it look like a fun show.
I didn't watch much of it, but I think it was a much more upbeat, fun show than what you're describing this one to be. But I didn't see this trailer, so I can't say.
Yeah, the trailer, it's very like dark and urban, and
Well,
just I don't
yeah.
know. It's and people were saying in the comments, they're like, yeah, okay, so we got to have the rap music, we got to have the inner city struggle, we got to have um, and it's just I don't know, and I think a lot of people are just gonna be like, yeah, she's not Tony, and we like Tony, he's charismatic, and she seems very very unlikable. Like she was unlikable in the comics. I didn't watch Wakanda Forever because again, that was a movie. It's like, why do I want to watch and I like Black Panther,
But it wasn't for you.
it wasn't for me, right? We were told not to watch it. But I didn't watch it because I'm like, why do I want to watch a Black Panther movie without the Black Panther? Like I did like Black Panther. Lion King is my favorite Disney animated movie, so it made sense that I like Black Panther. It was basically Lion King, but no, I did like it. I didn't watch this. So I'm not familiar with the actress, but what I saw of her in this trailer, I'm like, God, she just seems insufferable.
I don't know, the character or the actor.
Yeah, the character. I mean, I don't know what she's like in person. No, I can't say that either because you can't say, hey, the character, I don't like the character because then it becomes a personal attack on people. It's like, no, I'm saying the character, live action Riri Williams is even more unlikable than she is in the comics. And she was insufferable in the comics. So nobody wants to see that.
But I have not heard any good things about the trailer. Most people are just like, why?
So here are some of the comments on Ironheart, and then we'll go out to Superman. We'll just do a compare and contrast here. And I wonder, did they drop this knowing they were going to go against Superman with the intention of just kind of burying it? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It was dumb to do it the same day, but here we are.
She says, I want to create something iconic, create something that already exists. Yes. Pro tip, keep your expectations low so you won't be disappointed. I had no expectations and I was still like, I don't want to watch this. As an electrician, I too use my teeth to remove wire insulation. Yeah, Ironheart gained more screen time than War Machine ever did. Is crazy. That is also true. I thought he was supposed to get a show. Rhodey was supposed to get a show.
Well, not now. Not after Secret Invasion.
Well, Rhodey's not even Rhodey. Well, spoiler. God, it was so low hanging fruit. You could have explained the change in actors by just being like, yeah, nobody else noticed, but the reason he's Don Cheadle now is Skrull. So,
well, I think people would have noticed, but yeah.
Thought she was going to build the suit inside the elevator. Black character appears on screen. The music, it's rapping time. Yeah, that was like, am I allowed to make that observation?
Well, everybody else already did. You're just reading the comment.
But no, I'm just saying, that was my first thought too. Was like, okay, we got to make sure everybody knows musical cue. We're dealing with the inner city. We got to have the rap going on, right? It is like when you have white characters come on, they're not playing like Hanson or something. I mean, it's like fire up the Taylor Swift.
No.
We got a white character,
yeah,
just so you know.
If you were like Taylor Swift, then it would be Hanson, but okay.
Chris Hansen, that would be a whole nother thing. Interesting to see the magic and tech parts of the MCU interacting. All the comments are going to be about the show and the suit. Bold of them to leave the comments on releasing the same day as Superman. It was a death sentence for the show. Yeah. Again, one of them doing much better than the other. So I don't know. I don't care.
I think they're just trying to flush this one.
They are.
That's why they did like 3 episodes, and they're just like I think they're just trying to flush it out.
Oh boy, this is the most like, what are you gonna do with all this money you're making? Wait, look at that money. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not interested. It just looks really grimdark and not fun. Anyway, let's talk about Superman. Superman does not look grimdark. Are you okay? You look bored.
Yeah.
Are you bored by all of this?
Yes, I am kind of bored by all of this. No, I was just thinking that, it's funny because Ironheart looks grimdark and the last Superman we got was grimdark. So now this Superman looks fun. Well, not fun, but less grimdark.
They tried to make it serious. Like, look, this is a James Gunn movie. So a couple things. One, there are going to be jokes. 2, there's going to be redneck humor.
It's a fine line though. And James Gunn sometimes,
that is my concern. Like, I think the trailer, they're going to make it look as Supermanish as possible. And they're going to show the serious stuff. Cause even in Guardians of the Galaxy, there were some tear jerking moments. What I'm worried about is that the movie itself is going to be too jokey. They're just hiding that from us.
I'm worried they're going to hurt Crypto. And if they hurt Crypto, it's a done. I mean, I'm not going. I refuse.
Yeah. Geeky still has not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3
nope.
because
and I know he'll do it. I know he could do it. So I'm not gonna if crypto's harmed, I will not be watching.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, like, is it going to be Ma or Pa Kent this time? Because we got to off one of them. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be the dog.
Better not be the dog.
They're going to off the dog. That would be horrible. Like, hey, look, live action crypto. That's cool. Yep, gone.
Yeah, no.
Hopefully they don't do that. They have a whole tie-in with like Milkbone and everything for this one. So, no, I thought it looked pretty good. And look, 246,000 upvotes to, well, it just went up again to 6.3 thousand downvotes. That's almost, relatively speaking, almost all positive.
Mm-hmm.
Top comment, definitely getting Richard Donner Superman vibes here. Make me feel like a kid again.
That's just it. I think people. I think that's what it is. It definitely captures. It might be totally different in the film, but at least the trailers definitely capture that. Nostalgia and the old Superman. If you were around for that, it definitely I think invokes that, and it like makes people excited. Like I saw Lorena Creole posted like the normies are going to be really excited about it.
Yeah,
it's definitely more for them. I'm excited about it. Since the first trailer, it made me feel like the Richard Donner stuff.
Yeah, now they did Superman Returns, and Superman Returns is a mixed bag. Like I like Brandon Routh, I do, but that one felt like a really overly reverential fan film. Like it was too close to, I think, trying to be the Donner movies. It took itself very seriously. Superman should be fun. He should be a good guy. He should be a Boy Scout. It should be fun, and it's got serious moments. But because you look at those Donner films, and they had some serious moments, but
fun
they were
doesn't necessarily mean But I don't.
It doesn't mean jokey.
That's just what I'm saying. Fun and funny are two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about with. That's the only thing I'm worried about with James Gunn is we're going to take it too far into the joke, and he's basically going to be Star-Lord.
I'm worried they're going to take it too far into the political aspect. Is what I'm worried about.
That's
he's going to use it as his payback. As far as like the cancellation crap is concerned.
Luther's MAGA. He's.
Yeah, because they even show him like red faced and it wasn't going his way, and people love him and they don't love me, and I'm like, I can see that. I can see they're trying to could possibly make comparisons there, and I'm hoping it doesn't go that way. I'm hoping it doesn't. But again, I will go see it as long as the dog isn't killed, and then I'll give you an honest opinion.
We can't go see it. We can't go see it opening night. We have to know what happens to the dog. Does the dog die? So
if the dog is harmed, I will not be going.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying the same thing. So hopefully they don't hurt crypto.
It's like, look, if you're trying to get people back, into the DCU or wherever the hell they're calling this version of it, don't kill crypto. Because that's going to be it. That will be the end of DC. And that'll be a video, and we'll put crypto on the thumbnail. It'll be like the end of DC.
Well, why I'm concerned about it is since the first trailer, they've been pushing crypto a lot. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? You better not. Because that's something that he would do. Because they kept pushing the Animal Friends and the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 as they're part of the... Yeah.
Rocket's got friends now. They're just like him. Oh,
and we know what happened. Oh, and we know what happened there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but if the dog doesn't die, I will definitely go see it, and I will definitely be fair. If it sucks, I'll say so. If it's good, I will say so.
This person here says, nice and accurate. See a comment section. So positive. This is what superhero movies are supposed to be. Props to James Gunn for upholding Superman's legacy. This will be the movie I show my future children right after we finish watching the REZZED one. Hopefully. Hopefully it is. As a kid, I always thought the Super and Superman referred to his physical abilities. But as a man who has seen how tough, cruel, and cynical the world can be, now I understand it's his unshakable desire to help people no matter what that makes him Superman. And that's what Superman should be. He's supposed to be the best of us and to help people even when they really don't deserve it. But he's Superman, so he's going to help them, right? He's not going to snap their necks. I love seeing Superman has no personality. Superman's boring takes because the movie's going to bring what comic book lovers already know. Yeah, I would say this is probably at least in the dialogue that they showed, the closest to comic book Superman, or at least the comic book Superman that comic book fans actually like. Okay. So I hope it's good. Are we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah.
You're very bored. I can tell you.
No, I'm fine.
You're just like, I hope the dog doesn't die, and I don't care about Ironheart. So
basically.
This video could have been like 30 seconds. Like
you just asked my opinion now. Yes. I don't give two shits about Ironheart, and I love crypto, and they better not hurt crypto. The end.
The end.
Oh, and I want to be super geeky. The end.
Well, you are super geeky. You're always super geeky. Everybody thinks you're super geeky.
I want to be that. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up.
Put your underoos on.
No, they're Wonder Woman, not Superman. But anyway.
Okay, all right. Let's wrap this up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.